municipals.
Okay, Nancy.
Yeah.
Are you going to veto the anti-bid rigging bill that passed in the General Assembly on the last night?
So we'll review what gets to our desk. We're reviewing all those bills right now, and I got a stack of them like that yesterday and went through probably 50, 60 of them. My understanding is that there was changes that were made that we requested, and those changes represent the things that we were concerned about, covering that, and I'll be signing that bill.
Any other bills that you're considering vetoing at this point?
Yes.
Please share. Please share.
Well, I think that, first of all, I've described the progress we're making on education in the state of Rhode Island, and we've closed the reading gap by 34% since I've been governor with Massachusetts, 18% on the math. We need to continue to empower our RIDE and in particular our commissioners, both on higher education and the K through 12. And there's a bill that talks about if you're going to take over a district because they're not performing well, that you only can take over 2 schools in that district. I find that very restrictive of the ability for actually to manage what we need to manage to make sure that we're putting as much effort in as we possibly can to raise the outcomes for every student in the state of Rhode Island.
Whose bill was that? I don't know if I'm familiar with that one.
It's come on my desk.
Okay.
Have you heard from any municipal leaders about this budget? You think about Newport, they're obviously, all municipalities are impacted by this budget, but there's some decision-making happening in municipal budgets related to the state budget. Have you gotten any feedback?
No, I haven't had any real feedback about the budget from the municipalities. We still continually meet with municipalities on a regular basis, virtually. I bring them into my office. The new housing plan that we put into the 2030 plan, we've made them very aware and have a great deal of cooperation from the majority of the municipal leaders. So we're going to continue to do that work, Bill. But I did point out as a mayor, I came up here with a spreadsheet with other mayors and town managers where we represented 3% of the budget and we were asked to take 30% of the state's problem. I've always kept that in my mind as a former mayor, that we're not going to layer the same type of punitive type of actions onto our municipal. And the road restore program is an example of that. We got well over $100 million of road improvements happening. The road restore program held in this budget, where we put up $1 and the municipalities put up $2. Over, I think at one count, a little over 800 projects are being done. So we have good communication with the municipal leaders, and we have not heard from them. At least I haven't personally heard from them on the budget.
Governor, where are you on the Providence tax levy?
Yeah, so there was a couple tax levies that exceeded the 4% this year, and I would have normally just let them go without signature because it's a local issue. But I received letters from both Little Compton and Providence that said that they need to get their tax bills out on time. And as a former mayor, I understand that there's certainly a relationship between your collection rates and when the bills go out. So I have signed that bill yesterday for both Providence, and I signed a Little Compton bill last week so that they can prepare to get their tax bills out on time.
How do you feel about the amended assault weapons ban?
I think it's progress, and I think that it's significant progress. It's not small. I know that there's arguments on both sides of that issue, whether we landed in the right spot or not landed in the right spot. But I give Senator Lamont a lot of credit. I mean, I think I was in an interview saying I'm not going to have anything that come to my desk. I think he figured out how to get something in place that could get passed. So I see its progress, and I think that we're a safer state because of it.
Governor,
Are you going to push for a stronger bill next year on assault weapons?
Well, I think that let's see where the argument is. I really want to see which Senator Lamont and I have had a side conversation with him, and I gave him a high five for the fact that he actually figured out how to get something done that was not going to get done, right? And I give credit to the Senate side, and also the House leadership for actually being willing to take their amended, statute and passing it. Let's see where it is. I'm very interested, and we're doing a lot of research right now. I've been told by the senator that the state of Washington has something very similar to this. Been in process for about 2 years. I want to really talk to the governor out there, and I'm going to see how that is going, to see whether or not we're actually addressing what we've been trying to address, which we are trying to keep our families safe and our kids safe in the schools.
Governor, the Channel 12 had a kind of interesting, bizarre story yesterday. That the other bridge that those of us who live in the East Bay have to travel, the Mount Hope Bridge, is not looking so good, but the Bridge Authority is refusing to release the inspection report. Should they release the report? Can you order them to release the report? And is there some reason you think they should not release it?
So I had a conversation with the director on that. I think that they're handling it properly. But the main thing, again, I believe that what we're being told is true. Remember, the Bridge Authority is separate and apart from state government. They have their own board, and they operate as a quasi, form of a quasi. But the bridge is safe. And if it wasn't safe, we would be certainly letting people know that.
In a
Governor,
teaser for that,
we did a report this
Follow up on
past.
that,
Okay,
please.
sorry,
Just
of course.
let me follow up. I didn't actually understand your answer, I'm sorry, which is you think it's okay that they're withholding the inspection?
I don't have enough
report?
details on why they're doing that. I need more details on that, Kathy.
Governor,
In a
we did
teaser-
a piece over the weekend that aired on Monday about how there are 75 bridges that have been listed as poor every year for the past 10 years, and they're still not fixed. Some of them running over crucial pieces of infrastructure. Is Peter Alviti doing a good enough job repairing Rhode Island bridges?
Yes.
In a teaser for that Channel 12 piece
No,
yesterday,
nothing more to say on that?
No, you asked the question. I'll
Are you
answer it.
concerned
We are
about- are you concerned about the state of Rhode Island?
we are repairing and replacing bridges at a faster rate than ever in the history of the state of Rhode Island. And I would point out, the federal dollars that we got through the Biden administration, I had to get approved by the Trump administration. I did both. The $250 million that is coming in to replace 15 bridges on 95 was not only approved by the Biden administration, but it was also, I got the Trump administration to approve it. So the number, that's one of the reasons that we've moved up 12 spots on the infrastructure rankings, is because we are doing the bridges, and we're eliminating bridges that need to be replaced, and we're repairing those that need to be repaired. And people around the whole state of Rhode Island, I have people come up to me, and this is not like one of those stories. You say, geez, I have people come up to me and tell me a story. They're noticing all the blue bridges. So everything that's painted blue in the state of Rhode Island right now is a new or improved bridge. There are blue, you're seeing blue all over the state of Rhode Island in a way that you've never seen before, and we're going to continue doing the work.
in a teaser for that Channel 12 piece, Tim White, I'm paraphrasing here, he said Rhode Islanders are understandably wary about the state of bridges. Are you hearing that? Do you think Rhode Islanders should be wary if they are wary about the state of bridges right
Just
now?
to speak for Channel 5, I think you were saying about bridges when we hear that they have concerns with the infrastructure of the bridges because of the assessment that have been done on Mount Hope.
Yeah, so I think that the people are concerned about it, but our job is to keep them safe. And when I decided to close the Washington Bridge in December of 23, my main priority was to keep people safe, and it continues to be my main priority to keep people safe. So the notion that somehow that we have unsafe bridges that we're letting people use, I think that people should feel a lot stronger about the fact that the bridges are safe.
If they can't read the inspection reports, and I'm thinking of the larger context, either the nuclear capabilities of Iran have been obliterated and then the report gets leaked. Here we're talking about the other bridge in the East Bay, the Mount Hope Bridge, and don't you think people might want, I mean, you're saying it's fine, don't worry. Don't you think people might want to see the inspection report
Well,
and draw their own conclusions?
I know you're traveling that bridge, Kathy, and
Absolutely.
I hope that you're
So
feeling
is
safe.
Laura.
I hope that you're feeling safe when you go over it. Look, I haven't seen the report. I got to talk to, the director there. I'll have our office talk in terms of what their reasoning is, and then I'll be better prepared to answer that
Can you
question.
All right,
release
guys,
it to us
guys,
this
wait,
afternoon?
What's that?
Will you Please ask for it and then release it to the media this afternoon.
No, I'm gonna find out.
Because we're entitled to see it.
Kathy, I'm gonna find out why they're taking the position that they're taking, and I'll be in
They
better
say
shape.
it's because the Department of Homeland Security federally has classified that as a high security type of bridge, could have a terrorism issue, and therefore the feds have said not to release it.
Well,
but.
If that's true, then I would be we want to follow the federal highway and the feds on these issues, especially when we want to keep people safe.
Should they have a
Governor,
full-time
Governor's
public
late for
information
12
officer?
o'clock. I'm sorry, Bill, he's late for 12. He's gotta go. So, thank you very much. Appreciate it.